So if flat fees are so great, why isn't everybody using them? Hi all, this is Brita talking about how you can become a happier attorney by using flat fees. Today I'm going to risk making you feel very uncomfortable and talk about feelings, your feelings. And I know, just bear with me, it's horrible. We like to think that we don't have them because we're attorneys, but we really do. And one of our biggest feelings is fear. And fear isn't a bad thing as long as you know it's there and you use it properly. We as attorneys have been taught to be afraid. Be very afraid. That's our entire gig from law school to today. Everything that we do is about seeing the risks, seeing all of the horrible things that could happen to our clients. Whether those are probable or not, it's our job to make sure that we see them. That induces a lot of fear. We are taught not to take risks. We are taught time and time again, we want status quo. Status quo. Keep the status quo. Whether it's working or not, kind of irrelevant. We like things the way they are. We don't like change. Precedents. Again, whether a case makes any sense or not, whether it's a good ruling or not, we rely on precedents. We like things to remain the same. We are taught over and over not to take risks. Our legal culture doesn't like change. Change is a bad thing for us. We're not exactly on the cutting edge of change for anything. And what we are currently doing with hourly fees is not working. In my book and the course, I go through the history of hourly fees and all of the reasons they're not working and how they're not working and how they're just horrible. But just for a second, for this video, just trust me. You want to at least consider switching over to flat fees. However, if you don't recognize your fear, it's going to be a barrier to you. It's going to be invisible and you're not going to know it's there. All you're going to know is that you're not doing it, or you're trying it and you're self-sabotaging yourself because we didn't recognize that actually we're fearful. So this exercise is a great exercise to do with any decision that you have where you're getting that feeling of, ugh, okay? So I want you to take out some paper and a pen. This is in regard to you trying flat fees. I want you to list all of your fears. Go ahead and list them. No one's going to see this. Be completely honest. Don't feel ridiculous. Just list your fears. What are all of the horrible things that could happen by you using flat fees? Whether it be having to give a refund, whether it be somebody calling you unethical, whether it be not charging enough, whatever the horror stories in your head are, list them out. Then I want you to ask, are those fears rational? I know for myself that I could go from making a mistake with a client to being homeless in about 6 seconds. Was that rational? No. No, of course not. So go through the fears. Is it really likely to happen? If it is, what would happen if that occurred? Say you did make a mistake with flat fees. What would really happen? It's probably not as bad as what your imagination is telling you. Then, if that did happen, do you have a plan to address it or to prevent it? And I can tell you the answer to that question in regard to flat fees is absolutely. And that's the Happier Attorney course, at the very least the book, because we address everything that could possibly go wrong and how to fix it and how to prevent it and what to do if it does happen. I can tell you that there really is not a situation that we haven't encountered and we can address it. And let's just say something new comes about. I'm still here. I'm available. People have my personal email address. I respond to questions, really. So there's nothing that could happen unless you just do something completely unethical. And if you do that on purpose, well, you're on your own. But really, other than that, there's nothing that could happen that can't be addressed. So then the next question is, who will be harmed if you don't use flat fees, if you don't try this? And I can tell you, you're harming people right now by not using flat fees, whether you realize it or not. You're harming yourself. You're spending far too much time working. You're not making enough money. And you're probably tired of chasing after clients, chasing after money, not feeling valued, working on that case only to have that client not pay you. You're in turn hurting those around you, your staff, your children, your family. How much time are you taking away from them? Are you coming home in a good mood or frustrated? Are you providing for them the way that you could be providing for them? Your clients. Clients love flat fees. Clients are so much happier with flat fees. So by not using them, you're actually harming your clients. You are. And you're going to do a better job with flat fees than hourly. So it's in your client's best interest for you to be using flat fees. So the sixth question is it worth taking the risk? This is new. I get attorneys, it freaks people out to think about, changing in billing and going to something new. It makes you uncomfortable. Is it worth taking the risk? I can't see a situation where the answer is no. I really can't. So at the end of the day, for any decision, but specifically for whether to use flat fees or not, the question is, are you more likely to say, I wish I hadn't, or I'm glad I did? My guess is that you're going to say, I'm glad I did. I really can't see a situation when you take this course and you implement this program properly where you would ever say, I wish I hadn't. I just can't see that situation. So I want you to just really think about your answers. And again, be honest. No one's going to see this. But until you recognize that you have some fear, you're never going to get over that invisible barrier. If you found this video helpful in any way, I'm going to ask that you like it, that you share it, that you leave a comment so that other attorneys can get this information and the information can be useful to them as well. You can also learn more about flat fees by hitting the link and going to our course, or buying either the hard copy or the ebook, The Happier Attorney, on Amazon. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.